What up, Forward family? It's Forward Fabian. I'm back again with a video for the channel. I'm actually doing a reaction to Tropical Storm Hilary makes landfall in Cali, bringing powerful wind and rain from NBC News. Dropped 17 hours ago, number 5 on trending, 1.4 million views already to date. So with that being said, man, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Forward Fabian, road to a milli. Peace, love to everybody. Takes time out to watch the videos, man. Subscribe to the channel, engage with the content. With that being said, so Hurricane Hilary, or Tropical Storm Hilary, expected to hit Cali. So obviously, you know, did some research regarding this, and I think the last time a hurricane hit Cali was in the 30s or something like that. Let me double check. That's crazy though. (1939). Last time Cali experienced a tropical cyclone, 1939. One made landfall near Long Beach and claimed nearly 100 lives on land and at sea. So it says Tropical Storm Hilary serves as another watery test for Newsom. Crazy, man. It's crazy that, you know, I guess that these things don't happen that often. Why is it the East Coast that gets the hurricanes but the West doesn't? But all of a sudden now the West Coast has got this hurricane. Kind of wild to me, but let me know y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. We're gonna go ahead and hop right into the video, see what they got to say.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Welker in for Kate Snow. As we come on the air tonight, Tropical Storm Hilary is lashing Southern California with tens of millions in its path. This is the damage Hilary has already done. A wall of mud and water ripping through one Mexico town. The historic storm making landfall over Baja California in that country earlier today. But now it's pounding the U.S. Some 26 million people from the Southwest up to Idaho under flood alerts. It's been decades since a storm like this has hit the region, LA? And officials warn it flood.
So I guess this is the storm, right? But LA right here, they not even getting grazed. It's funny because, you know, content creators in LA making content about this hurricane, right? LA YouTubers, aka. What are we gonna do about the storm? Preparing for Hurricane Hilary in LA. But it's like, bruh, y'all probably just catching like maybe like a piece of it, a portion. I don't even think it's gonna really affect them like that. But anyways, like, Californians would know better than I would. If you in LA, what I guess what effect are you guys seeing at this point in time? Comment down below, let me know.
Alerts. It's been decades since a storm like this has hit the region, and officials warn it could be deadly and catastrophic. But breaking right now, an earthquake rocking Southern California. Let's get right to Aaron McLaughlin in Cherry Valley, just east of Los Angeles. And Aaron, people felt this earthquake just as the storm hit. What can you tell us?
She and some wind.
Yeah, that's right, Kristen. According to the USGS, there was a magnitude 5.1 earthquake that struck Ojai, California, to the north of Los Angeles. Now, right there are no reports of significant damage or injuries, but we are monitoring the situation. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Hilary striking to the south. Tonight, a powerful preview of the once-in-a-generation deadly storm that's smashing its way from Mexico into California and throughout the Southwest. In Baja, a wall of water turning this street into a river of mud. Hurricane Hilary, once a Category 4, now a tropical storm, impacting California for the first time in 26 years.
We're batting down the hatches.
It's all hands on deck, with the California governor declaring a state of emergency. Today, residents and tourists on Catalina Island near LA evacuating, packing ferries for the mainland. So many others in the area terrified of the hours ahead.
I'm afraid people might die.
That fear most acute in the low-lying desert areas. Look at this flooding from Las Vegas today. Palm Springs bracing for a year's worth of rain in a single day. Even
Vegas is out of commission. I wonder what the strip is looking like.
Today, Palm Springs bracing for a year's worth of rain in a single day. Even light rain already a danger in Death Valley. Water already covering roads with national parks in the storm's path shut down. even Disneyland closing early ahead of Hilary.
Did you ever think that this would happen? It is August.
No.
And in the mountains east of Los Angeles, evacuation orders, but many choosing to stay, including Brian Maloney.
Why are you staying?
Because we always stay. We wrote every one of them out, even the fires, right to the door, every time.
Around the corner, an ominous sign of the dangers ahead.
This is what officials are worried about. Last year, there was a massive mudslide that saw.
I think that just may be the wrong mentality to keep. He said he always stays, even up to the forest fires, I think is what he explained. But if this is a storm that hasn't really hit that side of, the country in a while, it's not the regular earthquake you experience or the natural forest fires. This is something that you don't really encounter that often. So in my opinion, I would just take precaution. But I understand some folks that are willing to pretty much stick it out, but at the end of the day, God be with that man. Prayers out to him and his family. And any other individuals who are trying to ride out the storm.
In half and took out this huge redwood tree. All of this after a thunderstorm. Nowhere near what's in the forecast for tonight.
The Poliva family is still deciding what to do.
Right now, we're all standing under the sky. So, barely any wind, barely any rain. But it's coming. But it is coming.
You got an infant, bruh.
Barely
I wouldn't even consider it if I had a kid. I would just evacuate because I'm thinking of them. I'm not trying to use my general logic. Humans think the thing about us as human beings, sometimes trying to be logical and this ain't really that logical, but we don't really believe nothing till it happens. A majority of humans, I'll see it when it happens, or I'll believe it when I see it. And that tends to be a bad thought process, a bad framework for making educated decisions, because sometimes it's like the better safe than sorry mantra. Use that. If I had an infant, a toddler like this, I'm not going to consider whether or not it's going to get bad. I'm going to do what it takes for that kid just to be out of harm's way. He's talking about, we're standing under, nothing's happening right now. I think we'll be good. Bro, what? Come on, man. Pray for this family right here.
Wind, barely any rain. But it's coming. But it is coming.
And no one knows just how much destruction Tropical Storm Hilary might bring.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't experienced nothing like this. Y'all just assuming
Aaron
what's
is
going to
east
happen.
of Los Angeles in Cherry Valley. Aaron, getting back to the breaking news about the earthquake, we're now hearing about aftershocks, right?
Yeah, that's right, Kristen. That earthquake was followed by a series of smaller aftershocks, and experts say at this point they do not believe that there is a connection between the earthquake and the tropical storm. Here where I'm at in Cherry Valley, the wind and the rain have been picking up. Experts are very concerned
That don't mean
about
nothing. Just because we don't believe there's a correlation between the earthquake and the tropical storm. The high-speed winds could be initiating. I don't know. Who knows? That's the thing. It's something that y'all haven't really experienced, and y'all at this time it's just making guesstimates. But who knows if earthquakes would intensify during this time? This is just a situation that I wouldn't really just disregard if I was a Californian in these areas that are on target to be hit. I would take this very serious, man.
these old drainage systems being able to handle the kind of water in the forecast. Kristen?
Aaron McLaughlin, stay safe and thank you. Priscilla Thompson is in Palm Springs, where there's flash flood concerns because of the hard, dry desert ground there. Priscilla, what are you seeing right now?
Well, Kristen, the rain here has only just begun, but already the streets are beginning to flood. And the concern for officials, as you mentioned, is this dry desert landscape. You see the water beginning to pool because it is not going to easily absorb it. And officials are very concerned that it is going to spread into the streets. It is why they have set up barricades like that one to warn people not to cross through those barricades, because these roads are going to flood and could prove deadly. Kristen?
Those are critical warnings. Priscilla Thompson in Palm Springs, thank you. Let's get right to meteorologist Angie Lassman now. Angie, how long are we expecting all of this to last?
Good evening, Kristen. We've got at least another 24
Wow.
hours to deal with Hilary's impacts. Right now, 26 million people under flood alerts, including flash flood warnings that have been put in effect for Southern California. As heavy rain works on, we've still got the tropical moisture that's going to work in with some heavy downpours through at least this evening and the potential for some isolated tornadoes. The remnants of Hilary will move to the north and west tomorrow. The threat of heavy rain and damaging winds will continue. Isolated amounts up to 5 inches of rain are possible between now and Monday. And on top of that, the power outages will be likely, with places like Las Vegas seeing peak wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. Yuma, Arizona headed close to 70 miles per hour. This will be another day or so of us looking at the impacts across this region, Kristen.
Thanks for watching our YouTube.
That's crazy. That's why I'm glad I'm in Texas, man, because we don't get none of the hurricanes and all that goofiness. We don't get the earthquakes. We get tornadoes, but that's about it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to be in a place to where earthquakes are a naturally occurring thing. And I wouldn't want to be in a place where hurricanes are a naturally occurring thing. The lesser of the evils is a tornado, in my opinion. And the thing about Texas is just the flat land and just so much land to where tornadoes, in all my years being in Texas, there weren't really any tornadoes that are really like, some of them was in the vicinity, but not like that. You know what I mean? But knock on wood, it's not like I know where a tornado would hit or land. But point being is, I don't know. I think you just get used to it being in a certain part of the country, right? If you're in the West Coast and you are naturally used to earthquakes, that's kind of like a walk in the park for y'all. But earthquakes are different because all your stuff gets moved around. I wouldn't want all my glasses and everything breaking in the house. Like, of course, when a tornado hits your house, everything's going to be gone. But it's not like an earthquake to where it's covering, you know, a whole city or a certain square footage to where you're already encompassed. A tornado going to hit a certain area and it's going to tear up that area. You know, majority of people are out of the way of tornadoes. And they tend to usually form in like open planed areas, not just on top of a city. You know what I mean? But same goes with a hurricane. You know, in Florida, I spent years in Florida. When they prepare for hurricanes, it's like everybody got to evacuate the city. Everybody get out. And some people stick it out. I'm not going to lie. There's been plenty of times where I stuck out hurricanes in Florida. I didn't go anywhere. Where they were extreme hurricanes and people evacuated the city in terms of, you know, catching flights home. Because I lived in a city. I was in Orlando. So, of course, you know, it's a lot of people from all different parts of the country there. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Just let me know y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below, man. Comment down below, man. Prayers out to everybody who's going to be affected already. Stay safe. Just make smart choices. You know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, man. God bless. Peace, love, prosperity. We'll catch y'all on the next video. We out.